The high school has many different areas that will be addressed with the proposed school bond issue. About $5.6 million will go towards upgrades and renovations.
Items on the extensive list include converting the existing cafeteria to classroom space, restroom and concession expansion, music and band room upgrades like the removal of the tiered floors that don't meet ADA requirements, upgrades to the industrial tech area that have seen little to no improvements since 1960, and various heating, cooling, electrical, plumbing, and lighting upgrades. To meet fire code, the sprinkler system installation will continue to the areas of the building where it has not been installed yet.
The part of the bond that affects the high school is really a continuation of the three-phase proposal that the board had started quite a while ago. Besides the safety issues, there would be heating, ventilating, air quality conditions, and the other safety concerns throughout the building. But what we've really tried to focus on is the educational programming aspect of it, that it's going to rearrange some of the facilities that we've got in order to be able to deliver the programs that we are delivering today. We didn't have things like English language learners, speech pathology, some of the resource services weren't there.
The remaining $1.1 million in the proposal would go towards a new kitchen and larger cafeteria that would be able to serve the entire high school population and not just the 25% it can handle currently. There is also a new commons area planned to accommodate the larger group that would be remaining in school during lunchtime. Currently, only freshmen are required to remain on campus during lunch because that is all the area can handle.
The proposal also includes security upgrades so everyone entering the high school would be controlled by the administration. We must be proactive in ensuring that Holdrege students will attend schools dedicated to their safety and security.
With changes in facilities, we'd reconfigure our high school offices a little bit so that, except for the beginning of the school day and end of the school day, when we kind of open up the doors for everybody to come in and out, during that school day when we want to have a very well monitored idea of what's going on around here, it would be set up so that people had to either go through the office or had to be in a particular place in the building to get buzzed in. And we have had a lot of comments from parents as well that say we like the closed campus idea. They don't feel like they have a lot of leverage over their kids until the school says that's what's actually going to happen for everybody. But freshman parents were very supportive of the change this year, and we're hearing more from other people too.
And the closed campus would help. It did help this year with security, safety in the parking lot. Those freshmen, most of them aren't old enough to drive anyway. They'd have to go with someone, find someone else to ride with. The nutrition of the meals, I would like to think they're well-balanced meals. They had choices, not just the hamburgers and the French fries.
And I think parents are very concerned about the safety of their child. They don't want to be sending their child to a school where things aren't safe. And so we need to prepare for everything as a police department, as a school, and as a community. We certainly hope it's not going to happen, but we don't want to second guess ourselves and then wonder why we didn't do something after the cow's out of the barn.
Holdrege is a proud community, and we should continue the tradition of excellence in education. The issues that the students and the teachers face are in our power to improve, and for those deciding whether or not to move to Holdrege, the quality of our school systems weighs heavily in their minds.
Yeah, jobs and the benefits that are connected with them used to be really the primary focus, I think, for a lot of us. And that's almost considered an entitlement anymore, the benefits that come along with a job. So the community and everything that goes along with that has to be a part of it anymore, it has to be attractive.
Our impetus predominantly to move to the new clinic was a recruiting tool. In the next few years, we're going to need to recruit the next generation of physicians in our clinic and in our community. And so one of the big issues was a facility that would attract. And so that was a big motivation for us to move. And I think clearly that's the situation as we try to recruit the next generation of teachers and as we educate the next generation of students. We want to continue to have excellence in our educational system, and facilities definitely promote that.
It's important that Holdrege is competitive, and quality of life issues like the YMCA and our parks are a big part of it, but you know, schools is a huge part of it for a young family. And I mean, I see things chip away at small towns, and if we don't step up to the plate, they'll continue to.
PSA is 100% behind this project. The school's always been in our backyard helping us out, and it's an opportunity for us to help them out if need be. And they've always provided for us, and if we could provide for them in any way, we will and we can. So really excited.
So what is all this construction going to cost us? Well, let's compare it to the previous bond issue. In 1989, district voters passed a $3.6 million bond issue for the new middle school and additions to the high school. The bond will be paid off in November of this year. In September, the district patrons will be voting on a bond issue that will have a tax effect less than the issue passed 20 years ago. The bond passed in 1989 had an average tax levy of 18.1 cents per $100 valuation. The proposed 2009 project is anticipated to only require about a 17-cent levy per $100 of valuation. So you're wondering, what do all those numbers mean in dollars? If you own a home assessed at $100,000, a 17-cent levy is equal to $170 per year, or $14.17 per month, or about 47 cents a day. Now let's take a look at farmland. An irrigated quarter of 160 acres in the Holdrege School District is typically assessed around $280,000. For this quarter of land, a 17-cent levy would cost $476 per year. This is about $2.98 an acre, or about a bushel of corn.
The way the system is set up right now, the more real estate that you own, the more tax you pay towards schools. I'm not sure if I agree with the way that's set up, but that's the way it is right now, and we can't change that. As far as our own farm, our family is going to pay significantly more in taxes. We figure it's going to be about $3 an acre more a year. But I think after looking at the needs of the district, I think it's an expense that's justified.
And I don't drive the same car that I drove 50 years ago. It's not appropriate, and we need to update. The high school is older than you think. It was 1962. So it's time to do some things with that and bring it up to date as well. And I know one of the real needs is air conditioning. And those that don't think so should go into that school in August and sit for a day or teach for a day.
And I think Holdrege has a really good reputation as a school system. But we need to keep that reputation and grow on it. So I'm excited about the possibility of a new school bond issues and whatever it takes to build new schools and keep current.
So I've been in favor of it. It's been obvious to, I think, most in the community. It isn't if, it's when we do this. It's always difficult. It's hard to spend money. There's never a great economic time to do it. But I think it's definitely the time. Our school board and administration have done their homework. They're very serious people. The recommendation they've made, I think we need to take very seriously, and I think follow their lead, their recommendation.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you have learned something about the challenges our school system is facing. We also hope you will take the time to vote yes on September 15th. A vote yes for the bond is an investment in our community's children.